Good afternoon. It is December 31st, a day commonly celebrated as the New Year's Eve. Now, I have a word that has been placed on my heart to share, and it's somewhere along the lines of every day is a new year. And this is something that you could take into the next year with you if you're somebody who is fueled by the transition of the new year. But keep in mind that it's every day. So I'm not big into goals. And if I had some words of advice, it would be set intentions. I'm not big into resolutions. So if I had some words of advice, it's going to be set intentions and set goals. Goals go much further than resolutions do. Resolutions tend to be a resolve to a problem. And we're always going to have problems. So maybe looking at our lives in a way of like, how can I better deal with certain things going forward? What can I put in place as a way to build myself in growth is going to be very important. So I like to take this day and the week leading up to it really as a way to ground myself, as a way to break out, my journal and start to write down my intentions for the next year. So what that does is kind of keep me on track as to what I've learned over the past year and how I want to implement those lessons for the next year more on a consistent basis. And by writing them down, it's always going to be a place where I can go back and look at what those things are that I have laid out. And also, because usually when I write, it's at a time of reflection, quietness. I feel very connected to God and what He's saying through me. So that's when I write all that down. And then where I really need to place my focus in this upcoming year to make progress, despite what challenges may arise, because there's always going to be challenges in our life. So what we got to do is look at the year before. How did we deal with those challenges? Do we wish we could have dealt with them better? And what can we do going forward if we're to face those challenges or different challenges again in the next year, because that is bound to happen. And just remember, every day is a new day. So you can set intentions, you can set goals, and you're not going to be perfect every day, but it's just going to help you stay in alignment with where you're going. It's all about where we're going. Learning from where we came from and focusing on where we're going. Because if we keep thinking about the past, carrying it all with us, bringing the baggage, the emotions, we're just going to stay stuck. And I see a lot of posts about how 2018 was a tough year for people. It just brings me back to when I reflect on my challenges this year and losses and hurts and pains. It just brings me back to what did I learn? And when I pull what I learn out from all of that pain, it takes the anger and resentment out of it, and it brings me to a place of appreciation and gratitude. If I go through these things and I do not grow, that's when you want to start looking at why. Why aren't we growing? So I just want to leave that word with you to think about as you go through today and approach tonight. You can celebrate, party it up, whatever you got to do is one way to approach the new year. And the other way to approach it is to ground yourself, quiet your spirit, and just get really focused, write, visualize, which is key, organize different aspects of your life and focus on the priority of where you're putting them in the upcoming year. And write realistic balances, like write realistic intentions with actionable steps. wish you all a blessed evening. Be safe. And comment below to let me know if you have any questions, or just drop one of your intentions and share it with us for this year.